Hello. Today's key, we're going to start with the number 5 for change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Winter. And on the bottom of the deck, test. So, overarching theme for this key is talking about all of the tests that we have gone through recently during this winter season. A lot of structures have been unearthed during this time, and we've gone through a lot of series of tower moments. So, what is this all about? Tower moments are created when we build structures from bricks that aren't necessarily the healthiest ones, and eventually they start crumbling and they tumble to the ground because we've outgrown those lessons, right? Tower moments and karmic lessons are tied to each other. These karmic lessons are the process by which we learn, the catalysts for our growth. Karma has nothing to do with punishment or an eye for an eye or anything like that. Karma is the process by which we integrate lessons. Those lessons help us understand ourselves. They help us understand the wounds that we've experienced and the traumas that we've experienced, and they help us move through the world with more ease and peace once we decide that we would like to learn those lessons and then implement whatever change is necessary in order to move forward from those lessons. So, we have now gone through a period where we are redeveloping our connection to love in all of its forms. So this card says romance, but this is very much in conjunction with falling in love with yourself. This isn't so much about someone else as it is the process by which we fall in love with ourselves, so that through that love that we feel for ourselves, that colors our perception of everything around us, and by extension changes our perspective enough to see that our world is reflective externally of what we hold internally. So the reason why we've had one test after another test after another test after another test, and it's felt so overwhelming lately, is because this is a massive shift on every level. And with love being the most powerful vibrational frequency, of course, there's a lot that needs to be purged and let go of. And so all of these processes we've been going through over this most recent winter season has been in order to bring balance into our internal world, so that we may see that balance reflected in the external world. Right underneath balance is shadow work. What is shadow work? Shadow work is just the process by which we ask ourselves the tough questions, and we eventually find answers to those tough questions. The more that we reflect, the more that we introspect, and the more that we choose love for ourselves, and by extension for the world around us. It's another massive shift for the whole collective of the planet. This is the Great Awakening. Hello. Because a new era has begun, and we are in it. We are fully in it. So, part of what this key today is talking about is, first of all, the understanding of all of these themes and the reason why we are experiencing what we are experiencing. However, also remaining grounded and balanced while all of this momentous change occurs. This is a transformation of self, a transformation of perspective, a transformation on every single level conceivable. And so what we need to release is all of the restriction. This is energy that we have perceived as truth, perceived as law within ourselves. But these structures are stories we tell ourselves. And if we are capable of telling ourselves horror stories, then we are very much capable of turning that around and romanticizing our lives. And falling in love with ourselves becomes something that feels a lot easier, because when you truly look at who and what you are, and all of the amazing aspects of that being, the one that we've worked so hard to hide from the external world, you realize that weird and strange differences, that's truly what makes us all so beautiful and wonderful, and drives that curiosity and motivation to discover more. So you go out there and you discover everything there is to discover about the truth of who and what you are, and love that, because you're the only you that there is, and the only one with your unique perspectives and experiences, and the amalgamation of every scar on your heart is the only thing that is created uniquely inside of you. This is what you share by just being yourself, and you show others the beauty of discovery, that it's possible to know oneself, to love oneself, to have a healthy relationship to oneself, and to move through the world with authenticity. I love you very much.